here with Jim Humphrey at the Dave Schultz Memorial. Obviously this tournament means a lot to you because you're a great friend of Dave's, a coach of his, somebody that was part of his life. What's it like for you to be part of this event? Understand, we've been doing this 15 years now.
Well, like you said, Dave and I were real close friends. I recruited Dave out of high school, so I knew Dave since he was 17, and we roomed together on a lot of trips together to the Soviet Union back then and all over the place. And so yeah, it's I got a little email from John Gier the other day, and it was just saying it was like a 5-minute deal about just remembering the day that Dave was killed, and it was really poignant for me because it didn't show anything. It just showed this guy with a camera walking down the street, and it just made me reflect on Dave. That was very sad, to be honest with you. But you know, to be here and have Reece wrestling real well at a tournament in Dave's honor, that's pretty special to me too. It is to Reece also. So yeah, we're glad to be here.
Now, your sons, both your sons, were in that filming of the movie they're doing, the big Hollywood production about, you know, Dave and Mark's life, and you know, what was that like? And obviously you've been keeping an eye on how they're doing with that movie as well through your other relationships.
Yeah, I think that movie will come out sometimes in the late fall, you know, early winter, next December, November, something like that. It was mixed emotions going in to start doing that. Just not sure how much of that we wanted to relive. It was traumatic enough the first time when Dave was killed. But you know, I think it's going to be a piece of work that is going to enable a lot of people to get to know what Dave and Mark were all about. So I think it's going to be pretty special for all of us. And I think there's going to be a really big documentary coming out maybe a year or so after that movie. So I think there's, you know, the public's going to be really aware. I mean, wrestling, you know, a lot of people know that story because it was DuPont, right, and Dave was murdered. But it'll kind of bring some context to, you know, who they were and what they were all about, and those are the good things we all remember about Dave, being everybody's friend and being a great guy and just loved wrestling as much as more than anybody I've ever been around. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Now, how tough is it to coach your son? I mean, Reece is an Olympic caliber wrestler, been to the World Championships, capable of great things, got a good start in freestyle and has a big future ahead. Is it fun? Is it the kind of thing that really drives you a little bit?
It's been the most difficult thing I've ever had to do.
I mean, you've coached tons of athletes.
Yeah, I've coached, you know, 6 Olympic champions and 7 world champions, but coaching your son is really different. And you know, the thing is, because I'm his dad, it's a different relationship than if I'm coaching Kenny Mundy or Dave Schultz or Mark Schultz.
Right.
And I'm the coach, and they almost have to listen to me. But Reece doesn't have to listen to me. But you know, he's over the years, I've really, whenever times when we weren't communicating very well, I never blamed him for being a stubborn little brat. It was all about, all right, I'm not saying this correctly. I need to figure out how to come from a different angle. And that's the thing you have to really do, I think, is you've got to make sure you're coming at it so they don't feel attacked. They don't feel like you're telling them what to do. I mean, every kid's different, obviously. But if you know your kid, you got to really work at it. And so we have a great relationship. And you know, he's doing really well, and we're all excited to see him, you know, wrestle at this level. I'm excited for him to be able to travel. He and I are going to Cuba next week.
Oh, that's got to be neat, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be really a lot of fun. I mean, he's going to wrestle a tournament down there, but to get to travel like that, you know, I mean, those things help shape who I am now. All the traveling I got to do with wrestling. So I'm actually really happy that he's getting to have some of those same experiences. But it's a tough thing to do, coach your kid, I'm telling you.
So how's his progress? I mean, obviously you guys had Olympic goals, and you know, that weight class ended up going to Coleman Scott, who won us a medal.
Yep.
You know, Coleman's still around apparently.
Yep.
So
Coleman wrestled he's wrestling really well. Did a great job in London. I saw all his matches. He just did a fantastic job. So yeah, Reece went back to work. You can get down about it and get frustrated, but that doesn't do anybody any good. So he just went back to work. He's gotten a lot better in the last 6 months, and I think it's going to be interesting. I think that weight class for America is going to really be strong over the next few years. We've got Coleman in there, and we've got Reece, and we've got Logan Stieber, and those are 3 good kids that all have good international experience, and we're going to win some medals in there, and I think we're going to win a title at that way.
Outstanding. Thanks a lot, Coach.
You bet.